everybody in the YouTube world doing this morning? Welcome back to my kitchen, y'all, and thank you for watching. I have a few strawberries that I need to utilize. It's not enough to freeze. So I'm going to make strawberry biscuits, and it's going to be sort of a little bit of a copycat of Popeye's strawberry biscuits. The only thing I don't have is the whipping cream. So, anyway, the recipe calls for all-purpose flour, but I'm using self-rising flour. But you can use either one, okay? It doesn't matter. I'm going to add the same thing in this as I normally add if I had all-purpose flour, because it's just going to give it a little bit more rise. That's all. It's not going to hurt a thing. I've done it, and they turned out fine. So either or, if you have self-rising or all-purpose, use it. It'll be fine. Preheat your oven to 425, okay? I normally bake my biscuits on 500, but being it's got strawberries in it, I don't think 500 would be right. Now, let's see. You got to have some baking powder and some baking soda. You got to have some sugar. Got some buttermilk and whipping cream. If you don't, then use all buttermilk. You got to have a cup of strawberries. You got to have a little bit of buttermilk for putting on top of the biscuits before putting them in the oven. And you got to have a little bit of bench flour. And you got to have 2 cups. 2 cups. That's 2 sticks. I think that's what it said. No, excuse me. 1 cup of unsalted butter. Excuse me, I'm wrong. So that's 2 sticks of unsalted butter. Now, if you're going to use salted butter, skip putting salt in the biscuit recipe. If you've got either or, you know what to do. Okay, so this looks like more than a cup, but it's really not. Once you get it in the measuring cup, you know, it packs down. So that's 2 sticks of grated butter. And that's salted butter. I don't really ever buy unsalted butter because I don't think it really makes... I think salted butter tastes better than unsalted butter. That's just me. Okay. Now, I've already added my baking soda. And you got to have a half a teaspoon of baking soda in this bowl right here. And then you've got to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And I buy this double acting. I keep my baking powder in the refrigerator because it makes it last longer. Okay? Alrighty. So, with that being said, and then if you don't have salted butter, just add in a half a teaspoon. Let's see what they say here. 1 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. I don't use that. I just use regular salt. So it's 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I will put this recipe in the description box. And my butter's kind of gotten a little soft sitting out. You want it to be cold, y'all. You really do. And I'm going to just try to get some of this moved around in here. And then I'll get my pastry cutter out. Or my pastry thingamajigger. You know what I'm talking about, right? This thing right here. Okay. You want to just cut this butter in. Now you want to have a pan with some parchment paper on it. Okay? So your biscuits won't stick. You don't want to go through all this trouble and then have them beautiful biscuits to stick, right? Can y'all see? Here we go. So just break it up some in there to where, like I've said before, it looks like little, about the size of peas or smaller. You just want it to get it incorporated in your flour. And be careful if you got one of these things, because they can cut you sometime. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Now, I should have added my sugar first, but that's all right. Okay, we got to have 2 tablespoons, and that's a 2 tablespooner right there, y'all. 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Got to have a little bit of sweetness, just a little bit. I don't know what that is. Look like a piece of pepper in my sugar. Okay. Stir that around. Okay. All right, we got that combined. Now we're going to add our strawberries. Okay. I'm going to stir them around. And if you want more strawberries, I guess you could add them. And I do have a few right here. Alrighty, that's good. Now we're going to add our milk. Now, the recipe calls for 1 cup of buttermilk and 1/4 of a cup of whipping cream, but I don't have it, so this is what it's going to be. And remember, I've told y'all that flour takes on different amounts of liquid certain days, so you may have to add more. Okay, and it looks like maybe I might have to add a little more because it's not wet enough. And I need to add just a tad bit more buttermilk because you want it to kind of come together. I guess I could have added some sour cream instead of whipping cream. That would have been okay. I've done that before. Now that's good because we'll be able to pull this together, I think. Give it a minute to absorb there. Trying to make sure y'all recording. My phone's been giving me this phone has been giving me such a time. I think I'm just going to start recording on my phone, the one I use all the time, because I have more space on it anyway. Okay, now we're going to flour our surface, y'all. Okay. And I need to get out my biscuit cutter too. Okay, and my rolling pin. Okay. Thought I had everything ready. I apologize, y'all. All right, you want to spread out some flour. Okay, and we're going to dump this dough out. And it smells good. Okay, flour your hands a little bit. And just press this dough together. Okay, just press it together. And then press it down. And I should have rolled up my daggone sleeves. That's all right. Okay. Now I gotta get my bench scraper. I forgot that too, y'all. Okay. We're gonna fold it. Because I want to try to get these strawberries, you know, moved around a little bit too. And we could put some layers in this thing too, y'all. And then fold it and press it down. Okay. All right. So I folded it 3 times. And I'm going to set this aside for a second so I can flour my surface really good so they won't stick. Okay? So that's what we want to do. Alrighty. We cooking with peanut oil now, y'all. That's what we doing. Okay. Now, you want to flour your rolling pin a little bit so it won't stick to your biscuits. And you want to roll towards you and roll out. Roll towards you and roll out. Start in the middle, y'all. I always start in the middle. Look at them big old strawberries. Ooh, baby. I might have chopped them up a little smaller. We're going to see how it turns out. That's what we're going to do. And you'll have to flour your rolling pin pretty good because these strawberries, you know. And look, if you don't have fresh strawberries, you can use frozen strawberries. But look, if you do, if you use frozen strawberries, make sure that you drain them once they thaw out, so they won't be too watery when you make your biscuits. Okay. And try to get the strawberries that's not packed in the juices. So these are probably about 1/2 inch. You roll them out to your desired thickness. That's what you can do. Okay? All right. And I've got some parchment paper here. Okay. And I'm going to take and cut these out. Don't twist it, y'all, because if you twist it, you will lose your layers. And be careful because you got your strawberries in there. Press down and up, down and up. Re-roll that. Down and up. And if you have a hard time getting your biscuits up, just use an offset spatula and slide it underneath, and that'll help you get it up. And make sure your biscuits touch. They like to be touched. They do better. You can make them smaller. See what I'm talking about? The strawberry will stick to your pen. I need one more for this pan. And you want to take this buttermilk, a little bit of buttermilk, and just brush the top of your biscuits if they don't fall apart with the strawberry in it. Do it real gentle. And this gives it a nice, browning. Makes it pretty too. It helps brown it, and it's tasty. Okay, now I'm going to stick these in the oven, and I'm going to roll out these other few. I've already rolled them out. I'm going to finish cutting them. They're going to bake between 15 and 20 minutes. Just keep your eye on it. Hey, so while the biscuits are cooking, I want to make a little glaze. Now, if you have strawberry extract, you can use that. I don't have any of that. So what I'm doing is, and you can use milk, cream, whatever you desire. I may have to add a little milk to it. I got a little pinch of salt in the bottom of this bowl. Okay, and I'm going to add some powdered sugar. And I'm going to just use a tablespoon at a time. Okay, so let's say that's about, I don't know, probably 1/4 of a cup to 1/2 a cup. And I'm going to add some vanilla bean paste. And I like a lot of vanilla, so. And I took some strawberries and put some sugar on it and just a little drop of water. And I was wanting to use some of this strawberry juice, y'all. So let's see how that does. And it doesn't take a whole lot of liquid to make a glaze with this powdered sugar. Y'all know that. I wanted to give it a little bit of a pink tint, and that's what it did. A little bit. The vanilla bean paste kind of, that's good. And you want to mix it up really good. I think that's about it. Oops. Look at there, y'all. Okay. You see them vanilla beans in there? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I'm hoping that'll be enough. If not, I can make up some more. Alrighty. And we're waiting on those biscuits. I've got some more I've got to put in there. Alright. See y'all in a minute. So here's my first batch. And I put a little butter on the top of them first. Because, you know, I wanted a little bit of butter on it. And they're pretty. Pretty. And then I'm going to take a fork. And you can wait till they cool a little bit before you put your glaze on it. That's up to you. It's totally up to you. And just let it drip off your fork. And when they cool, you can put some more. Alrighty, y'all. Look at here. So, they're really hot. That's really good. Wow. Oh. He's gonna love these. You can taste that little bit of baking soda. I like that. But I think I put too much in mine, but I still like the flavor. These are good, really good. Randy's gonna love these, like I just said. Let me check these. All that butter made them flaky. I should have had my butter colder, but it's hot. But it's wonderful. I could have kneaded my dough. You know, you're not supposed to knead biscuit dough. But it probably wouldn't have hurt to knead this just a little bit so it wouldn't be so fragile. But I like it like that too, because it's very tender. If you don't want them as tender, just knead your dough just a little bit. That's really good. And you can do a cream cheese icing on it if you want to. It's totally up to you. But it's good. Let me check them. I think I put too many strawberries. I wanted to cook them all. But that's okay too. But they are delicious. See the layers? Okay, I'm still waiting on the other batch. And it makes about 12. I got like 12 and a half. But you can make them smaller and get more out of it. So it takes about 18 minutes to cook these on 425. And I got, I ate one. I got 13, but I made them big. And I haven't put anything on here yet. And that is, that's it. And they are great. And I hope you try them, and I will put the recipe in the description box. I think that if you have the whipping cream, you could use that. I like the twang of the buttermilk, but you're supposed to use 1 cup of buttermilk and 1/4 of a cup of whipping cream. But it doesn't matter. And I put way too many strawberries, so stick to the 1 cup of chopped strawberries. But I like mine like this. He does. But I did use too many strawberries. But it is delicious. And I hope you make it. Just cut back the strawberries. Use 1 cup of strawberries, not 1 1/2. And if you got your whipping cream, that'd be fine. If not, you can use buttermilk, or you can put buttermilk and regular milk, whatever. But I think they want that 1/2 cup of whipping. Yeah, the 1/2 cup of whipping cream for richness. And these are really rich. I don't think it needs the whipping cream, honestly. I really don't. So, I hope y'all make these. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed, safe day. Stay out of the heat if you can. And if you could subscribe and hit that thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for watching. And I'll see y'all later, okay? God bless.